just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number is correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Bengals nothing. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Come on, guys, let's
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ready.
21-0 our score after one.
Score Patriots 21, Bengals nothing.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good.
The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots continue to roll.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
Check three. 13.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click alone.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A short throw to Ingram. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
But it's 4th down.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
By the Bengals.
So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Down at the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Ready, break. 38. Watch one. Come on, D. Switch.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk. but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. 2nd and goal from the 1.
So Mike's number one, Mike's number one.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Bengals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Finish it up. Mike, 58, right there. Well, watch one, watch one. 180.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson going to run.
First down and more for Jackson. And down to the 29-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that will extend this big lead.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that. but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, open man, Hamler, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Throwing on second and long. Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Fresno. UAS. Report. Check 24. Let's go. Check. Sit up. Sit out the backfield. Sit up.
On third down, Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for the circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 76 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
In your face.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Patriots 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and pound it in with Dre. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.